Today we're looking at SmplTrek effects with external audio. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shoutout goes to Luke Stark. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. All right, continuing our dive into the SmplTrek here on the channel. Today we're going to be exploring the effects section and specifically how we can use those effects to affect incoming external audio. As you can see here, I kept with the Sonicware theme today, and we've got the Liven XFM as the synth that we'll be using to run through the SmplTrek's effects. So yes, you can use this as an effects unit, which is super cool. Let's go over cabling real quick. This right here is power to the XFM, just going to the wall. This is power to the SmplTrek, also going to the wall. This is an 1/8" cable coming out of the line out of the XFM, going to this little converter, which will take it up to a 1/4 inch, and then it actually splits it into separate left and right 1/4 inch inputs or outputs, which are then going into the inputs on the SmplTrek. Pretty simple setup, just running the audio out of the XFM into the SmplTrek. However, you'll notice we can't hear anything, so let's do something about that. So the first thing we need to do, I believe, is enable the external source down here for audio, so I think we need to turn that on. Then we need to go to the record source section, which is how we set our source for our external audio in. So we're going to hold function and then press the pencil icon. Yeah, perfect. Then we're going to use knob A to select our L and R in section there. We still can't hear anything. That's because we actually have separate volume knobs here for the left and right in, I believe. So let's set both of those to about 12 o'clock. Yeah, there we go. Now we can hear it, and it actually sounds like we already have some sort of effect on there too. So I'll need to take a peek at that. Really quick on the XFM, I'm going to hold function and press the effects button. Oh, I do have chorus on. Let's go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Now we have no effects coming out of the XFM. Let's take a peek at the effects screen now on the SmplTrek. So to get to the effects section, we're going to hold function and then push the mixer button, which right under that says effects. Now we can choose from our insert effect, our send effect, and our master effect. So let's go insert effect here. We can choose the target right now. So let's actually go to knob C and change the target to input. There we go. Okay. We can turn it on or off with the A knob, and then the B knob actually selects what type of effect it is. By default, it is set to chorus. But before we turn that on, I do want to see where that reverb is coming from. I think that's reverb, yeah. So let's actually just push the mixer icon by itself there. So now we're just at the mixer. Then let's go to mixer/external source, and we have the send for our external source set to about 50. Let's turn that off. I'm guessing the send effect is reverb. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a completely dry signal. Cool. Function plus effects takes us back to that effect select area. Let's go to insert again and turn the A knob to turn on our chorus. And we can indeed hear the chorus effect. Cool. If we want to change the parameters of the effect, we simply need to go to page 2, which we get to by just pushing this button right here. Now the A, B, and C knobs control the rate, the depth, and the mix. So that's a very basic insert effect. Let's actually go back and change it to something else, see what else we have here. So that's chorus. We have flanger. With 4 different controls, this time rate, depth, feedback, and mix. Cool. Let's keep going. We then have phaser, with the option to invert it, which is cool. Nice. Then we have delay, time, feedback, BPM sync, and balance, so the usual suspects. Really nice to see sync on a device this small and affordable. For some reason, a lot of delays on budget gear I find don't have a sync option, so very cool to see that. Keep going here. Analog delay, I'm guessing that also has BPM sync. Yeah, cool. Vibrato. Ah, neat. That also has BPM sync too. Super cool. It also should be noted that you can resample any of these sounds with the effects, so that's really, really cool. If you are just working completely standalone with the SmplTrek, no DAW at all, with enough time and effort, you can really get a lot out of the effects section with both the internal sounds and external ones. Super cool. Let's see, we also have auto wah. A couple different filter types. Tremolo with a sync option too. Cool. Ring mod. With a random option. I'd love to hear that with like a bass guitar or just an electric guitar. Could be super neat. Let's see, we have a crusher, bit crusher. Usual suspects here, sample rate, balance, cutoff. 10 points to anyone if they could recognize that little lick. It's super cool. We have auto pan. Ooh, very nice to have. Let's see. We have our shape here. So sine wave, square, triangle, saw, reverse saw, random, logarithmic, and reverse logarithmic. Cool. With a sync option. Nice. Neat. Yeah, very handy to have. We have an isolator here. With a frequency and balance control. Tilt EQ. With frequency and balance. We have stomp compression, I'm guessing. I'm still new to the world of like audio production, so bear with me on reading some of these here. We have sensitivity, attack, and level. We have rack compression, nice. Attack, release, ratio, and compression. Now we're into the amp section, which is super cool because you can plug a guitar directly into this. So here we have a clean amp with gain, tone, and level controls. Now we have a crunchy amp. Oh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, really cool. Rock amp. Zeppelin-y mood today, I suppose. We have a metal amp. Yeah, wow. That's pretty epic. And we have a bass amp. Okay, and that's it for the insert effects. Now, I'm going to actually set this back to metal, and then actually go in and turn some of this ridiculousness down here. That sounds good. We're definitely going to have to run a guitar through this soon. Now what's cool, though, is we have send effects. And for send effects, of course, we can send any of our tracks, internal or external, to those. Right now we have it set to a hall reverb, but we also have delay, ping pong delay, reverse delay, tape echo, room reverb, plate reverb, hall reverb, arena reverb, tunnel reverb, infinity reverb, and SC compression. So yeah, some cool options there. Obviously a bit more limited here on the sends, but that's to be expected because I believe we are expected to be sending, multiple tracks to those, and I do believe you can resample that as well. Let's just leave that on hall reverb for right now. Then we do have some master effects as well. Probably not going to get into those today. We have vinyl, cassette, MB comp, EQ limit, or EQ and limiter, sorry, and a maximizer. So yeah, very cool. Let's go back to the mixer page though, because we are going to go to our external source and crank up the send, which we have sent to that reverb. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And you can also per channel go ahead and play with your filter here. I don't think it's really meant to be played with while you're, playing. I think you're meant to kind of set it and then just leave it as is. You have that kind of weird click noise that comes in when you change it when you're playing. And there are several different types of filters with an amount control and yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. Super, super cool. So the SmplTrek by itself does make quite an effective, that's a bad choice of words, quite a usable effects box, even if you're just using it with external sounds. Of course, all of those effects can also be applied to any of the internal stuff as well. And if we do take a look at the back of the SmplTrek here, let's see if I can put my camera into, there we go, to focus there. It does have a picture of a guitar right here, so you can actually run a guitar into that, and I believe you can run a microphone into that as well. And of course we do have, whoops, oh no, what did I do? There we go. We do have an onboard microphone in addition to all of that stuff too. So yeah, quite a few options. Of course, everything is sampleable into tracks and savable as new samples. I believe you can record any of your audio tracks. You do get 3 global audio tracks, each with 3 takes, by the way, but you can use any of the effects on those as well. So a very flexible unit. You do have to do some digging. There are quite a few menus to go through, quite a few kind of odd buttons to press, like remembering that not only can you change the filter type with D here, but clicking it down changes the parameter of that filter. So there's frequency, there's the amount. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff like that. But for the price, less than $500 US, to dive in completely and be completely standalone, no power even required. It's battery powered. Look at that. It's got a built-in speaker even. Actually, let's see what this sounds like real quick. It's usable if you're out in the woods in the middle of nowhere and you just have a SmplTrek and a different synth with you. totally able to make really whatever you want. So I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.